Hi you guys, it's Wendy coming to you with a project share. I'm not sure how great the audio will be. We've got some work that's getting done on the house, so you will hear some a little bit of pounding, but bear with me on that. I just wanted to share a journal that I've created. I altered a book called Wildflowers in My Heart. The color scheme basically had to do with the theme, in that I was asked to put together a journal that referenced all the places that the recipient has lived. And so, with it being a world traveler, I kind of went with map colors. So that's kind of the, blue, yellow, turquoise, kind of that. Basically everything you see on the cover. So it was just kind of a reference there with the cover. Inside, I found a really cool quote on traveling. I included that. And we've got some paper that folds out for writing and a postcard. This cool little evocative image. You can barely see her, but it's a woman's figure there. Here we've got a postcard and a pocket I've created. Little list pad. Definition of travel. I thought it was pretty interesting that the derivation actually came from the Old French and meant to torture. So that's kind of fun. Mainly I included maps from the different places, among other little ephemera, but mainly maps. Here I've got a little tuck spot and a piece of paper underneath that tuck spot. A beautiful eye and a piece of paper that folds out for more writing. Here I've created a little pocket. This is actually a little envelope that you could stick something really important in. Another envelope. Another set of eyes. And just lots of places for writing. Here's a Mark Ryden advertisement for his newest book. First city is Michigan, or first state rather. So I have an old encyclopedia page with their state flag and state bird and state flower and such. Just lots of things that kind of go with the color scheme. Here we have a map. Just lots of places to write. Next spot that I was supposed to hit was Australia. So I have not only the index for the map or the key to the map, but also the map itself. A little card that folds out. The card itself says, I had dreams, I had to go and escape. It's actually an ATC for my collection that I decided to add in there. I have a pocket that I've made with jelly paper. Another pocket with jelly paper. Next spot was to be the Philippines. So I included that from an encyclopedia page. Tried to include things that were travel related. So these suitcases and the quote from Jack Kerouac. Little pocket, lots of quotes. Here's another card or piece of paper rather. Here I've got things from that same encyclopedia data on the Philippines with everyday expressions in Tagalog. We've got another map that folds out. Piece of artwork. Lots of clocks and maps and planes and pretty much anything you can think of in here. Words to remember. Next spot was Arizona. And we've got a cactus. Sometimes I had a hard time finding things. In this case, I've got the notable events in Arizona history. Again, kind of the flower, the tree, and the bird, and the seal for Arizona. But aside from that, I just tried to kind of touch down in those areas, as it were. Made a little envelope out of a map. Have some kind of natural scenery. But mainly just tried to kind of grab the vibe for each of them because there were, she's been to many places. So this one is California. We have initials. a little bag that certainly you could have put ephemera or little trinkets in. Envelope that I've made out of a map page. Notable events in California history. I've got the California stuff again. State bird, state tree. Just try to get some images in there when I could. Next spot is China. So I've got a few little things here. I've got a poem from Li Young Lee. Next spot was India. And so I've got this piece from a 2015 page a day art calendar. This beautiful image from probably a 1950s encyclopedia. Here we have Shiva. And again, just tons of little spots for writing. We've got a map of India. Taj Mahal and a Buddha statue. Yeah, just lots of pretty stuff in here that kind of goes with the color scheme. Next up is London. So we've got a London map, St. Paul's Cathedral. Here we have number 10 Downing Street, which is the official residence of the Prime Minister. Tried to grab things that were, writing letters home, that kind of vibe as well. There's another reference to London. Next was Africa. And so I've got that in here as a map. That one I didn't have a whole lot to work with, and so in this last little section I did some compasses. Just try to keep with the travel theme if I could. I've got some quotes here. Here's a compass on an airplane. This folds up for writing. More quotes. Here we've got the writing letters home kind of a thing. Another definition for wander. And this folds out and is a world map. And a pocket. And a card. And this really pretty paper. And that's my back page. And it's got this little floppy disk holder for any other little trinkets. And I just left the back empty. I just decided to keep it fairly simple. But anyway, that's what I've got. I've got this little Dollar Tree headband that can kind of keep things in check as things get added to the journal. They get pretty chunky, and so this kind of holds it closed as needed. Anyway, just wanted to share that and wanted to let you guys know that I'm alive and kicking and getting slowly back into the journal game. But anyway, look for more videos from me here in the not too distant future, and hopefully you're doing well. All right, take care, you guys. Bye-bye.